Have you ever felt like you just don't fit in? Maybe at work, maybe with friends, maybe even in your own family. If you're a Christian and you feel this way, you're not alone. In fact, you might be exactly where God wants you. The Bible is filled with people who didn't fit into society. Take John the Baptist. He lived in the wilderness, wore camel's hair clothing, and ate locusts and wild honey. He didn't follow cultural norms, and people thought he was strange. But Jesus called him the greatest prophet born among men. Then there's Joseph. He was rejected by his own brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and thrown into prison. Everywhere Joseph went, he was different. Yet God used his separation to place him in Egypt, where he would later save entire nations from famine. Think about Moses. He grew up caught between two worlds, raised as Egyptian royalty but born a Hebrew slave. He never fully belonged in either place. Yet God used Moses precisely because he stood apart. Moses would go on to lead Israel out of slavery and become one of the greatest leaders in biblical history. And then there is Jesus himself. Isaiah 53 describes him as despised and rejected by men. Jesus was misunderstood, mocked, betrayed, and ultimately crucified. The Son of God did not fit into worldly systems, and that was part of God's plan for salvation. Here's the truth many Christians need to hear. If you feel like you don't belong in this world, it may be because you were never meant to. Philippians 3:20 says, "Our citizenship is in heaven." Being different isn't a flaw in your faith. It's often evidence of it. God has always used people who stood apart from culture to accomplish his greatest purposes. So if you feel overlooked, isolated, or out of place, take heart. You're in very good company.